Hello, hello. Good. So we are currently streaming. Let's head over to the daily. Let's see if people are even joining. To watching. Okay. So we are currently streaming. Let's head over to the daily. So let's wait for more people to come in. And good morning, good morning. Hello, Umair. How is Dubai? Dubai is amazing. Dubai is absolutely amazing. The weather is really nice now. Okay, so good morning, everyone. Once again, London Open Session at Torah Markets platform. Welcome to my stream, my YouTube live stream, where we are going to kill the market as per usual, just like we did yesterday. I did give a signal today in the morning on my on my Telegram channel. You know, we caught 10 pips. I opened up four $5 lots. You know, closed those positions with $2,000 in profit. And you know, if you're someone who opened up a $1 lot, your profit would have been around like $400 to $500. If you were someone who opened up 50-cent lots and you traded with me, your profit would have been around $200 to $250. So that's the type of trade that I took as of this morning. So it really depends on your account size, on the type of leverage and risk that you would take per execution. So what I'm doing right now is that same as before, same as every single time, I will be starting off with the higher time frame and, you know, drawing my trend lines, drawing my support and resistance, and just to get a clarity on, you know, exactly what is going on in the charts. I keep losing connection. Why do I keep losing connection? Brother, this is not good. Okay, let's wait for the connection to come back. Yeah, that's what I'm connected to. Yeah, I had to close my stream and bring it back up because the internet does not seem to be with me right now. The price is moving. Okay, great. So we're back. We are back. All right, so let's start off. Good morning, everyone. Hello, hello, hi, hello, good morning, Raja. Raja's stream. And my system is hanging. So forget the daily time frame. Let's focus on the 4-hour time frame. Draw our trend lines as per usual. Process, connecting the different retest areas. Retest, retest, retest. Look at this. It works like magic. You know, trend lines, they work like magic if you just look at it. So check this out. So I just connected this dot right here, the retest area. Then I connected this retest area, and that's all what I did. I created a trend line connecting the two retest areas, and as I stretched this line all the way through, there's a perfect retesting going on here as well. So whoever says that trend lines don't work, trend lines work every single time, well, 90% of the time, right? Because here's the 10%, right? Here's the 90%, retest, 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 bunch of retests on the 4-hour candles right here, a lot of buy opportunity, then another buy opportunity here. Then, I wouldn't really trade this area because it didn't really retest this trend line. It went up before, like prior to retesting it. So, and then there's another perfect retest right here. So whoever took a buy right here, as soon as the price hit this area, there was zero drawdown. Look at this, zero drawdown right here. And then as you moved on, the price went down again. Whoever took a buy here, zero drawdown. Yet again, here again, price perfectly retested this area. So whoever says that trend lines don't work, they are working. They are working. If you back test this strategy, it always works, right? So, and then here's the 10% of the time when it does not work. It broke the trend line. You should set your stop loss under the trend line so you minimize your losses, and then apply the trend line break strategy, right? It dropped, broke past the trend line, it pushed up. I would take a sell right here on the pullback. Whenever a trend line is broken, always wait for a pullback. So when a pullback happened right here, I would have taken a sell right here, and then boom, boom. This is the trend line break strategy. Whenever a trend line is broken, the trend line break strategy comes into play, and you can trade that. Personally, I don't really trade trend line breaks, quite honest with you, but again, everyone has their own style, own way of trading, and to each their own, but it works, right? So here's the 4-hour trend line, a bullish 4-hour trend line, and I'm going to create a bearish trend line connecting this, or I could even do this, or I could even do this, right? So the most recent rejection, let's connect those right here. So we just missed a sell opportunity. We just missed it. Story time. CEO and founder of Pipstone and partner at Tora Market, Raja. Yeah, that's exactly right. Whoever you are following, always know what their background is. Always know what they are doing. If you're following a random influencer who shows you some rented cars and tells you that I trade, does not make any sense. And I go and I read their comments and people are like, oh, I love you, this, like, bro, like if they don't have any trading background, if they don't have anything to show what they've done in the Forex or the trading community, why would you follow that person? Why would you take their signals or take their analysis and something like all what they show you a car, like I can show cars, right? But I mean, it's just besides the point, right? I mean, this person will show you their car and they will be like, this is what you can get through trading, and I am successful and I have discipline. So if you want to be successful, start trading and use my code and buy and deposit this money to this whatever. Bro, you should always be very mindful, when you are following such people. Always, look at what they're doing, what they've done for the community, if they run a company or not, before running that company or before trading, what their background is. So always keep in mind, just make sure you truly understand what the guy does and what the guy is all about. And then start trusting what they are telling you that works or makes sense when it comes to trading, right? So it's very important, very, very important. There's a reason why the Forex industry is so untrustworthy. There's a reason to it. It's all because of these kind of influencers who have no trading background, who have just literally nothing to show other than their rented car or whatever they are showing. I mean, it's people are just too simple and they start trusting these kind of people. So, but anyways, let's head over to, I'm going to be looking for a sell opportunity here because currently what I'm seeing is that the 4-hour, our current 4-hour candle is retesting this area, and there should be a sell opportunity here. Do we need to wait to retest the trend line? Yes, absolutely. We need, and that's what we are doing. Bruce Trader, for 100K funded account, you didn't told to join live. No. So for the 100K funded account, you were not supposed to join the live. Absolutely not. And Umair Jamal, who actually won the live stream, he's part of the Telegram channel. He's part of, he follows me on Instagram and he follows the Pipstone Capital page. And that was the only requirement. That was the only requirement. So, but we run giveaways left, right, center, bro. So, just wait for another giveaway and you're gonna, hopefully you win. But no, you didn't have to join the stream to win the 100K funded account, if that's your question. Good afternoon. So we are going to head over to the 1-hour time frame and we're going to see what the London Open candle is doing. And the London Open candle seems to be okay. Now I need to see what exactly is going on here, because things just look sort of different here. So I'm going to zoom all the way. I'm going to adjust my trend lines. I'm going to make it so right here. Look at this. There's a triangle situation on the 1-hour candle. Look, perfect retest, and perfection yet again, right? So I'm going to adjust. As you go lower in the new time frames, start adjusting your trend lines. And I'm going to connect these areas. So retest, and let's wait for this 1-hour candle to now push up, and then we're going to take some sells here. But currently the price is ranging in this area. That's what it's doing. Okay. All right. So let's head over to this. So let's wait. That's all I'm doing. This time might sound boring, and this time might sound like nothing is going on in the charts, but we just gotta wait. So I'm going to draw a 1-hour resistance right here. Boom. Okay, that's the wrong resistance that I drew. So I'm gonna head over here, draw this right here. Okay, perfect. So here it is. Here's a resistance, and like I was saying, we sort of missed a sell opportunity right here because at 995, personally I wouldn't have sold, but there was a sell opportunity. Right here. So going on to the 30-minute time frame, and the 30-minute time frame is currently pushing down. Wow. So it is pushing down. Guys, I am really tempted to just take a sell because the 30-minute candle is pushing down. To take a look. Now here's the thing. If you're confused on what is going on, whether to take a buy, whether to take a sell, what's happening, always start to dig deeper into the lower time frames. Okay, so that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm trying to hunt a trade, and that's pretty much what I'm trying to do. Move this here. And so look at this. Now the market looks like there's a gap here, right? You see the gap? So whenever you see these gaps, always know that gaps are built to be filled. Okay, so this gap of 4007 to 4005, okay, the 20 pip gap, this needs to be filled. So this gives me an indication that this resistance is going to break. And personally, I'm going to be looking for a buy and not a sell anymore, because I think gold is going to push up. Because for me, this is a solid indication that price should push up this area and, you know, just fill this area. So I'm going to draw my target area, and yeah, so I'm going to head over to the 5-minute time frame and see what the 5-minute is doing. I don't want to enter the trade just yet. We will see what is going on. We're going to head over to the 1-minute time frame. In the 1-minute time frame, yeah, it's just too early to get in a trade. But let's draw a trend line. I'm just waiting for the price to drop. Okay, I'm waiting for the price to drop, retest this, drop until here, and then for me to take a buy. So that's what we are doing right now. So I encourage every single one of you to open up a demo account on Torah Markets platform. Just head over to TorahEX.com or head over to what is called? Head over to TorahMarkets.com, open up a demo account and of $10,000 and be a part of the trading competition that kickstart on the 10th of November. So on 10th of November, so whoever has an account by the 9th, you know, will be a part of that competition. That competition is going to run from the 10th to the 14th, and the top 3 winners will win a funded account by Pipstone Capital. That's what's happening. So if the price breaks past this area, 3996, I'm going to go into a buy. But it could retest this area and push down. So we're going to wait. We are going to wait. Now let's see what the 1-minute is doing. If the 1-minute candle pulls back up until 3995, I might take a buy if it retests this area. So I will just opened up a buy position, and it's what is it? $5 lot, right? And then if it pulls back more, I'm going to open up another buy position. So it pulled back. I just opened up another buy position, and it pulled back again. So I'm going to open up another buy position. So now I have 3 $5 lots that I just executed on this, in this area, because this trend line needs to be intact for me to stay in my buys. And eventually the price should break past this area, and at least up until here, up until 3998 is where the price should go. So that is what's happening. Let's see. I'm tempted to take another buy position right here. But as long as this trend line is intact, I will stay in my buys. If this trend line breaks and the price goes up until here somewhere, I will close my buy positions. So always risk what you can sustain. Okay, so go into a trade, set up lot sizes in a way that you are able to sustain that drawdown. Here's a 5-minute support area. I should take another buy here. And yeah, the counter trade artistry is going on right now. You know, counter trading is what's happening, right? Trading against the trend is what we are doing right now on the small time frame. On a smaller time frame is what we are doing. Okay, so we're going to head over to the 15-minute time frame, which is clearly bullish, and this 15-minute with this, you know, it should push up, and I'm just banking on this gap that needs to be filled on the 15-minute time frame. This is a market imperfection that needs to be corrected. You know, the market needs to be corrected. And that is what I'm banking on. That's pretty much what it is. Now, whoever took a sell position on the resistance here, you know, going with the buy at support, sell at resistance strategy, good. You know, you should have closed with 10 pips in profit. But what I'm going for right now is more than 10 pips, more than 15 pips, more than 20 pips, you know, per position. And that's what I'm going for, right? You could have easily taken a sell position here, you know, with your 10 pips, and you could have been just out of the trade. But I am not doing that, right? I am just banking on the fact that this trend, this resistance is going to break, and the biggest indication in my head is the current 15-minute being bullish, the current 15-minute trend being bullish. There is a gap that needs to be corrected. And there's a 15-minute range that needs to be filled. Heading over to the 30-minute time frame, and then the 30-minute candle has a big range to fill as well. Look at this. This is a range that needs to be filled. Okay, so winner of 10K account giveaway. I got my 10K funded account. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. You know, so whenever you are trading on a prop account, guys, just keep one thing in mind. This is not your money. You have only either won it for free, or you have just paid a small amount, you know, to get that funded account. So just keep that in mind. Whenever you go in a drawdown, look at the percentage of drawdown, and if the drawdown is far too much, close your trade. Get out of the trade, right? Because it's all about the win rate. It's all about the win rate. So just always keep that in mind. You know, but whenever you are trading on a regular broker, money out of your pocket, then, you know, it's a different mindset. You know, like you just hate to lose, you just hate to be in a drawdown, and whatever the case might be. But whenever you are trading on a prop account, always keep the drawdown levels in check in your mind, you know, and just make sure that, you know, the greed, there shouldn't be any greed, because that's not your money until you get a payout, right? So it's all about win rate. It's all about winning the challenge. It's all about winning the evaluation, passing the test, right? It's all about that. So just pass it. That's all what it is, you know, and you don't have to pass it with 100%. You just need to pass it 80%, even 75% win rate, and you should be fine, and you should get your payout. And that's pretty much what it is. So it's a completely different mindset when it comes to prop trading. Okay, so we are in a very risky situation where the 1 minute time frame is breaking past my trend line. You know, so that could be an indication that shit is going down. So the way the trailing stop works, The trailing stop essentially works in a way that, as you make profits. So for example, now Serve Meta. Okay, Serve Meta, amazing. So Serve Meta has a $10,000 instant funded account. Right now, the way the instant funded account works, it has a trailing drawdown. It does not have a static drawdown. So the difference is, now if you have a $10,000 account and your overall overall drawdown is at 5%, your daily drawdown is at 3%. So with your overall drawdown being 5%, you're going to start your challenge with, what's the 5%? What's 5% of $10,000? I think it's like $500. I just don't want to do any stupid calculation and say any stupid numbers here, so I'm going to just like do my due diligence. Yeah, it's $500, right? So your overall drawdown is at $9,500. So your balance cannot fall below $9,500 for the overall drawdown thing, right? So now as you make a profit, this overall drawdown follows you. So for example, if you're gonna make a profit and you, from $10,000, you make a $1,000 profit. Now your account is sitting at $11,000, right? So now the 5% of $11,000 is around $550. So now your overall drawdown limit has increased, trailed to $10,450. So as you make a profit, your drawdown follows you, the overall drawdown, right? So you have to keep that in mind. And the trailing drawdown is only a part of the instant funded model. The one-step and two-step models have a static drawdown. So if you had a $10,000 one-step account or two-step account, you have a static drawdown. The way the static drawdown works is that on a $10,000 account, if you have a two-step challenge and the overall drawdown is at 10%, so that means that your account cannot go below $9,000. If it falls back $9,000, you're going to lose the account. But no matter how much profits you make, your account goes from 10,000 to, oh, we've got the new 1 hour candle. So if your account goes from 10,000 to 12,000 or 13,000 or 14,000, your drawdown, the overall drawdown, stays at $9,000. That's called a static drawdown. It does not move. But again, with the trailing drawdown, it follows you as you make a profit. So you have to always keep that in mind. That's the difference between trailing and static drawdown. And for more information, always be in touch with our live support on Pipstone Capital's website. Just head over to the website, contact the support. They respond right away for any questions related to, what is a trailing drawdown, what is a static drawdown, whatever the drawdown percentage is per position and whatever the case might be. So that's basically what it is. I think I've lost my connection again. I keep losing my connection. I keep losing my connection. And as I lose my connection, look, as per my original analysis, my trade is just shooting up. Look at this. Look at the 5-minute candle, and that's where I wanted my, so I had what? I had 4 $5 lots, and then with the new 1 hour candle, it has currently pushed up, and that was simply a successful analysis, right? So I'm going to draw my resistance here because this thing is going to push further up with the new 1 minute candle. So if the current 1 minute candle closes above this area, wow, this is the problem with gold. I was at $5,000 in profit while I was explaining static versus trailing drawdowns, and this is wow. Look at this. I was in $5,000 profit, and that's how gold screws you. That's how gold screws you up, man. Like, holy shit. Look at this. I was just waiting for this thing to just push up, which it should push up personally, right? Because overall, the momentum is up and we shouldn't be pushing down. It just retested this 15-minute resistance and it just pushed down. Damn, I should have closed my trade. And I was going to close my trade. I was just too busy in giving this static versus trailing comparison. I should have just like closed my trade right here. This, what I was initially talking about, you know, because that's where the next resistance is and that's where the price retested this resistance, you know. So always reanalyze charts. You know, that's your duty, to reanalyze charts every single time, right? So currently this 1 minute bullish trend line is being retested, and if the current 1 minute candle breaks past this, we are shooting up like no tomorrow. You know, that's basically what we're doing. Wow, bro, you can't kill me. You can't kill me like this. So we're going to move our trend line here and we're going to make it so that the new trend line is like this, and we're going to adjust this trend line like this right here. And look, it still hasn't really broken past it, because as the price moves, the trend line also keeps adjusting. So things still make sense for me to hold on to this trade, which I should have closed right here when it was approaching the resistance area. Damn. You got busy because of me? No. I was busy because of myself. Okay? There is no blame game when it comes to trading. You know, there is no blame game when it comes to trading. I was busy because I chose to put a comparison out, you know, to start talking about static versus trailing. It's my choice, it's my decision, and while I was in a trade, and that's completely fine. You know, there's no blame mindset in trading. It's all to do with you, period. That's it. So yeah, so like, look at this. So we've got really strong bullish candle that is formed here, and that is an indication that things should push up, and now it's just making me feel that I should have closed my trade again. It gave me another chance to close the trade, but it's fine. It's fine. Right? We should go with like promising trades like, oh wow, the new 5-minute candle started. I didn't realize that. So if this current 5-minute candle, you know, continue to analyze the charts, okay? So if this current 5-minute candle breaks past this support area right here, then I should just close my trades. If this current 5-minute candle stays above this support area, we are staying in this trade, and that's pretty much what it is. Okay, so let's head over to the 1 minute, see what the 1 minute is doing, and the 1 minute is just could be a fact that gold is building liquidity by pushing down and retesting my trend line here, and for it to give me a massive push up. And by massive push up, I mean it should just break past this resistance and push all the way up and fill this gap right here. Gold should fill this gap. You know, it's probably not going to fill this gap during my live stream, but it should fill this gap one way or the other, right? So if the price breaks past this area, creates a range, like a bullish range here. So a range is A bullish candle with a wick on top is a range. Like for example, this range has not been filled. Look, there is no price action here. So this range needs to be filled. Now, if gold creates a range above this resistance, that means this is a good indication. You should take buys here and wait for the price to fill this range. Sorry, this imperfection in the market right here. Gold should do that, right? So that's pretty much what it is, right? So we're going to head over to the 1 minute time frame for a precise look. What's happening? Yeah, so this is going up. This is 100% just going up. And while I say 100%, I'm just going to open up another $5 lot to maximize my profits, because now my intuition is getting stronger and stronger, you know, for me to really understand that, hey, this is just going to go up, you know, and in order for me to maximize on my profits, you know, I just added another $5 lot. Because we are here to show no mercy to the market, right? That's essentially what's happening. Look, I opened up another $5 lot. It's currently giving me like total around $7,000 in profit, and we should just break past this area. As long as we break past this area, I'm going to adjust my resistance. Fuck. My charts are getting stuck. Damn. That is not good. Okay. So 1 minute time frame, we're going to head over to the 1 minute time frame, and the 1 minute time frame should push up as well. And currently I am in an overall profit. So as long as this 1 minute area does not get broken, I should be fine, right? So this 1 minute trend line is what I'm basing everything off of, and that's pretty much what it is. So that's come on. This is gold. This is gold right in front of you guys. You know, that's pretty much what it is. So it's either you secure your profits, get out of the trade, or you wait for more price action, for more liquidity build, and for gold to do its magic. And currently, gold is giving me a heart attack. That's what gold is doing right now. Oh shit, the last 5 minute candle is scary. Because look at this. So there's a good rejection here, and it created a bearish range that the current 5 minute candle is filling right now, right? So here's a bearish range that the current 5 minute candle is filling, and yeah, that's a scary situation, you know. And now when it has filled this range, it should push up. Let's see. I'm going to wait for the 15 minute candle, which is still showing bullish. So I'm going to stick with it. I'm really going to stick with it. Now, here's a double. Now, if this 15 minute candle closes the way it is, there's a double top that has been created on the 15 minute time frame. And that is honestly giving me an indication of a change in trend, and gold might push down, right? So here's another indication. Now it is confusing my trade, right? If I should close the trade, minimize my losses, or what I should do, because now it has created this perfect double top situation, you know. So we need to wait extremely patiently for the price to do its magic. So we're gonna wait. Now रोहान शहजाद, अस्सलाम वालेकुम। उमैर भाई कैसे हैं आप? भाई आपने कहा था कि 48 आवर में मिल जाएगा, पर वो अभी भी नहीं मिला। ओह शिट, मैंने आपको Instagram पे बिलिंग डिटेल सेंड कर दी हैं. Amazing. आपने सेंड कर दी हैं. You're gonna get your funded account. Okay, guys. I'm gonna just explain one thing. Any giveaway that I do publicly on this recorded live stream on my YouTube, this is unofficial. Unofficial means that my team gets to know about this after the fact that I do these casual giveaways. So once I do this giveaway here, please be patient, because my team is busy in a sense that these unofficial giveaways, there's a criteria that they follow, and at the end of the day, you get your account. For example, Serve Meta E1H, he also won a giveaway on this live stream, and he already has his account. He has a $10,000 account that he already has access to, and he's asking questions about, whatever he's asking about, right? So he got his account, right? So you just gotta wait. And from now onwards, I'm not going to give these timelines about 48 hours and 64 hours and 24 hours because, this is my mistake as well, that on these casual live streams, when I make these decisions that are just not planned when it comes to my tech team, my customer support and all that. So it takes time, so it takes time. So coming into the live stream and messaging about that, oh, I did not get my giveaway, you said 48 hours and da-da-da-da-da-da. Man, it's just I'll be very honest, but it's very annoying, right? So as long as you've sent your billing details and everything else, it's a giveaway, you won your giveaway on this recorded live stream, it is also recorded on YouTube channel, you will get your giveaway. So chill, relax, you will get your giveaway account, period. You will, right? So just relax. Your request has been sent over to the team, and they will activate your account at some point in the day. If not today, then it's going to be tomorrow, but it's going to happen at the end of the day. Just like, Serve Meta and any other person who has won a giveaway in the past live streams, they are already trading their accounts. So Rohan Shahzad, now you seem to be satisfied. Thank you so much, with a smile that you just sent. And man, just relax. Just relax. Coming into the live streams and, saying things like, can I get my giveaway? You said this, you said that. That's just not gonna expedite anything, So I'm just being very friendly, just letting you know that just relax, just chill. You're gonna get it, especially these live stream unofficial giveaways, they take a bit more time than the Twitter giveaways, the X platform giveaways, the 100K account giveaway that was officially launched, and the Instagram giveaways, the 10 5K challenge giveaways, and all that stuff that we continue to do, right? Those are planned, those are, whatever, but I hope you understand my point, right? So Serve Meta says, yes, I got my account and I'm already trading on it. Amazing, man. Just enjoy your account. Enjoy your account and just be happy with it. This is amazing. Because right now, look at this. I'm dealing with this, this trade that I'm just in a drawdown. I should have closed this trade. It gave me so many chances to close this trade, but I did not, right? So this is a learning experience for each and every one of you. Whenever you hold your trade for too long, be prepared for gold to do its thing. Even though gold is going to push up, even though my overall analysis is bullish and gold will push up, and these trades are going to be in profits. That's just what it is, right? So I will close these trades in profit. I know that for sure because the overall momentum is up. Because when you look at things here, the trend line has been broken. It has been a pullback, and we should see stuff going up because gold hasn't really broken past this support right here. It hasn't broken past this support, right? So I'm still safe, so I'm just waiting for gold to, again, retest this resistance and for the price to go up. Bro, close your positions. No. Mob 2716. I will not close my positions because overall the price is meant to shoot up. It is just gaining liquidity. Yes, we do see a double top situation here on the 15-minute time frame, but it does not really seem to be that promising to me personally, right? So I don't think I should be closing my positions right now. I took this and closed on the right time. No greed at all. Closing positions is up to you. Exactly. Closing positions is up to you. Closing positions is, it all depends on your risk appetite, right? So as soon as you see gold, going to the next 5-minute resistance, 15-minute resistance, you will know that it will give you a pullback. So close your positions. It's completely fine, right? So, but it's your own psychology there. That's just what it is, right? So I'm gonna head over to the 1-minute time frame, and the 1-minute time frame. Let's see what it does. With such a wow. So if this current 1-minute candle or this 1-minute thing is going to create a low, then I might lose this trade because we are preparing for, something like this to be formed. Look, if this could happen, right? But it hasn't happened yet. Look at this, right? So I'm just visualizing this situation that if this area is respected, then we might create another low and price will go down all the way here. But if it breaks past this, then I'm staying in my trade, right? So Hajj Solo -7, that is a perfect execution on your part where you closed this trade, when the price moved up, and the price moved even up. Even this trade was at profit at some point, So the analysis is correct. The execution is not perfect because you don't want to be sitting in drawdowns and looking at the trades and all that stuff. It's too stressful, right? So you shouldn't be doing that, right? And just learn from my experience, learn from this, literally this, right? So that's basically what's going on. But we will see a push up because the higher time frames always prevail, right? And currently, if you look at the 5-minute time frame, overall is bullish. Look at this. It is bullish. All right. If you head over to the 15-minute time frame, the 15-minute time frame is also bullish. Okay, bullish. If you head over to the 30-minute time frame, and a 30-minute time frame is also respecting this support right here. Okay, so it is respecting this support. Now, if you head over to the 1-hour time frame, the 1-hour time frame, it's straight bullish. So when I look at the 1-hour time frame, it makes me feel really good because the 1-hour time frame seems to be breaking past this area, and it should move up until, look at this, there's a bullish range here as well that needs to be filled. So at the end of the day, the 1-hour time frame should reach 4013 at least. That's what the 1-hour time frame should do. Going into the 4-hour time frame, and I really can't see anything because of all this gibberish going on my charts. So I'm going to head back to the 5-minute time frame, and the current 5-minute candle is pushing up, and now it's pushing down again. This is what gold does. And yeah, so in these situations, like, it's always best to trust your analysis. And look at this. So this is such a strong rejection as the 1 minute candle, the bearish trend line that I created right here, connecting this retest, gold broke past it, and then this current 1 minute candle retested this trend line, and now it is just pushing up, right? So if this shit pushes up until here, it is going up like no tomorrow, right? So that is what's going to happen. And like I said, higher time frames always prevail. And that's pretty much what it is, right? So higher time frames always prevail. And then again, you know, the perfect execution for this trade was when Haji Solo-7 closed his trades. When the price reached this area, just close the trade and call it a day, right? So then, and that's the perfect way to really just you know, do scalping, right? Just get out of the trade, because no one has the temperament to really, you know, sustain this drawdown, look at the price, continue to reanalyze, burn your brain cells and all that stuff, while you could have just like closed it early, right? So, and now since I'm holding this trade, you know, I've built that, you know, I've built what is called that thick skin, you know, that I'm going to stick on into this trade. I'm going to stick to this trade. You know, this 5 minute candle is currently, it has 1 minute left to go, and the next 5 minute candle should shoot up. That's what it should do, right? So I'm going to head over to the 1 minute time frame, and I'm going to, you know, continue to reanalyze the charts, right? So now when we are going to readjust this trend line and make it so it looks like this, right? So as long as this trend line is not broken, the momentum is up, okay? So that's what's going on. This is there's only one, what it's called, I forget what I was saying. Yeah, so the current 5 minute candle has closed. Look at this, it created a good range here for the next 5 minute candle to start to push up, because there's a good range here for it to fill, and that's basically what it is. I'm going to head over to the 15 minute time frame, and the 15 minute candle is very promising. You know, it's just pushing up. That's all what it's doing, right? So it's a bullish momentum on the 15 minute time frame. We're going to head over to the 5 minute, back to the 5 minute, see what the 5 minute is doing, and the 5 minute is pushing up as well. The current 5 minute, the 1 minute candle is, yeah. So let's see what the 1 minute candle does. And overall, if you see higher lows, high low, high low, high low, all these higher lows basically mean that the price is just pushing up. And since there's a resistance right here, so gold has to build liquidity before it pushes up and breaks past it, right? So that's what gold needs to do, right? And currently with this pullback, it gained liquidity. It gained liquidity and then pushed through the resistance. You know, that's how basic price action works. So let's wait and watch what is going on. So there we go. I am in $8,000 profit now. God has given me another chance to close my trades. And since it has broken past this high point, I think that this current 1 minute candle is going to push up. It's going to push further up. You know, we are dheet. We are dheet in the market. भाई आपको market में dheet होना पड़ता है, right? आपको एक thick skin build करनी पड़ती है for you to really, you know, just win your trades and just murder the market and show no mercy. You know, so that's just how it works. You know, so that's just what it is. And yeah, so we are currently ranging around $7,000, $8,000 in profit. And on the live stream, this just feels amazing. This feels amazing. You know, trading live in front of a bunch of people who are willing to learn. And it's just a crazy feeling. We're going to head over to the 1 minute time frame, and the 1 minute time frame is currently just pushing up. And this current 1 minute candle should further push up. Well, the new 1 minute candle should further push up. And that's pretty much what it is. So we're currently sitting at $9,000, $11,000 in profit, $10,000 in profit. You know, this 1 minute candle should continue to push up, and that's pretty much what it is. This is an absolutely amazing session on Torah Markets platform. So I don't know if I should close the trades now. The reason why I'm sort of still waiting is because this imperfection, you see the gap on the 15-minute time frame? This gap needs to be filled. And my initial intuition was the market always fills gaps. If you back test your strategy, if you back test the market, you will never find a point where the market created a gap and that gap never filled. It always gets filled. So as soon as I saw this gap, and I was like, you know what? This resistance is going to be broken. And so I banked on the fact that I'm just going to, go sort of all in on these trades, and because price is just going to push up. And that's just what it is. Right? So let's see what this current 1 minute candle does. If it pushes up, great. If it does not push up, but it's going to be crazy if the 15-minute gap is filled during this live stream. It's going to be just nuts, right? So let's see. Now I've got a comment here saying, ha, ye bhi sahi hai sir. Yep, that's exactly right. So ye bilkul theek hai. Close 50% at least, don't give us heart attack. No, I will not close any positions right now because I do see the price still going up. It's just currently, if you see, if I stretch this trend line, it is currently retesting this trend line. So that's basically what it is. What I should do is to mitigate on my losses, or to maximize my profits. I should close this trade maybe. I'm thinking of closing this trade because this was an impulse trade that I took, right? So I don't know if I should close this trade. Damn, it's pushing down. So the new 30-minute candle has started, and oh fuck, it is going down. Holy shit, that's not good. That is not good. So the new 30-minute candle has started, 15-minute candle has started, and we are going to... हाँ जी, अस्सलाम वालेकुम। ठीक ठाक है, बस 5 minutes में डन होने लगी है लाइव स्ट्रीम. This was my dad. He just walked in and just arrived to the office while I am in my trade. I was at around $11,000 in profit, and currently I'm sitting at half of that. So let's see what this current 1 minute candle does. And if it breaks past this area, I'm going to close my trade because this live stream is just getting too long. This live stream is getting too long. Bro. Okay, you know what? I'm just closing my trade. Guys, we are done with this session, and I have closed my trade with around $1,000 in profit, and this was just, I don't know. I gotta go. I have to go because this live stream has been too long, and this was a great trade. This was a great demonstration of how price action works. and this trend line got retested, and gold is now going to go here, then it's going to go up, and after this live stream I'll get back in my trades, whatever. But this is the chill, relaxed mindset that you need to have when you are trading price action, right? So that's is what it is. So as per my analysis, price have to move down. Let's see, sir. Well, the price is going up right now. If हाँ जी क्या हाल है? बड़े लेट पहुंचे हैं. Okay, will the gap up and gap down fill bigger time frame? Well, yes. So on the 15-minute time frame, this imperfection should be filled, but I'm out of the trade. I'm out of the trade. I am just not about it, So that's pretty much what it is. And I think it has been a great session, a great learning for every single one of you. So whoever was part of this live stream, I hope that you are a better trader, what you were before joining this live stream. You were at 11K profit, yeah, I know. And then I just closed it, with $1,000 profit. That's completely fine. Now, okay, so one last thing. So I was at $11,000 profit, and then I closed my trade with $1,000 profit, okay? This creates a lot of mental fatigue for a lot of people. That, I was in $11,000 profit, I closed it at $1,000 profit, and now I should go back in the trade and I should just hunt a trade. That is the exact time when you will lose money, okay? So if you did not close your trades, your trade went back in a loss, in a drawdown, and there was a time when I was $8,000 in drawdown, and while I sounded all chill and relaxed on the live stream, that does not mean that nothing was going on inside me, right? So I had already gone through that drawdown, and in my head, I was like, you know what? I'll just close this trade with $1,000 or $2,000 in profit, because if you see my Telegram group, I already made $3,000 in my Telegram group, and on this trade, I don't know, it's just my, what do you call it? The appetite of staying in this trade and prolonging this live stream. It's already 12:34, and I got to deal with some operations. I got to deal with what's called my lucky winner, Ruhan Shahzad. So I got to deal with, make sure, that the operations are on point, because Ruhan Shahzad, in his defense, he has not received his giveaway that he won, I think, on last Thursday, right? So, but anyways, got to deal with that overall. The analysis is that the price is just going to shoot up and it's going to fill this gap, and you guys can continue to analyze the charts. But again, great session, guys. Thank you for joining this session, and I will see each and every one of you tomorrow at 11 a.m. London Open session, and we're going to murder the markets yet again. Thanks a lot for joining.